Hello to my 3 biggest fans, my best friends that watch this. Anyways, so I thought I would try something a little bit different because my vlogs are cute, but I wanted to do something where I can talk a bit more and do something that I do on the regular, which is my makeup routine for you guys. At the moment, I'm keeping everything, not everything, but the main things in one spot so I don't get confused and go a bit crazy, because my plan for today is to do something natural, what I do every single day. But yes, so basically I only use drugstore makeup because I don't see myself spending money on some nicer brands and nicer makeup products. Maybe one day when I make more money, but right now that's not the case. So we're gonna get into it. Obviously, we're gonna need some primer, and look at that. It's disgusting. You know what? This is a realistic get ready with me. Rimmel London finish, lasting finish. So basically, a little trick that I do, I spray this all over my face and then the product disappears in like 1 second, because you feel like you need to spray it a million times for it to actually work, and then by the time it's like your 5th time putting on makeup, it's gone and it's done. So I use it a bit and then I fill it up with water, because majority of the properties in here are not concentrated, and if they are concentrated, it still has the same effect in my mind. Anyways, so instead of spraying it right on, I first spray a bit into the palm of my hand and then I use an oil. So the reason why I mix it with an oil is just so I can get a very smooth and wet start to priming my face. I don't know, it's just the way I do it, so you guys are just gonna have to live with it. Or maybe people do this already, I don't know, you tell me, because I have no cooking clue. Do you see that already? That's what, you know, when your skin goes red, it's working. Oh yeah, and please do not mind the hairstyle. I know, I'm just putting it in these protective little braids for now because I want it to stay flat. As you know, I've got natural curly hair. Anyways, beauty blender, gotta wet it. I forgot to wet it, so give me 1 second. Wet beauty blender, that's what we need. So you'll be wondering, Laura, what is that? It's not branded. Anyways, so this is what I use as my base to conceal my face. Basically, it is really strong and very covering makeup that makeup artists use for stage makeup. Also, it's marketed towards people with certain skin problems, or people that just need a little bit more coverage for their face. So my mom has vitiligo and she lacks pigment in parts of her skin, on her face and her body, and this is what she uses to cover those spots because it's really strong. But because I have a wet beauty blender, it doesn't look as intense. I'm actually making it look more natural. But I promise you, if you just use your finger without any wetness and put that shit on your face, it will make a harsh line and cover anything underneath it. It's actually quite crazy. We use concealer. I'm using the Wet n Wild concealer, and I'm gonna conceal all my imperfections. So you can see I've got a fat healing pimple on this side, and I basically just dump this bad boy on any of my little spots because I deal with acne, and this is good. My face is clear in my opinion. When I say acne, I mean on bad acne is true. Used to be everywhere. Anyways, so as you can see by my beautiful background, I am at my parents' house back home. I recently moved out and back in with my parents. Anyways, we'll see how that goes. They are not here currently because they are living their best lives on holiday in Spain and Germany, because we originally come from Germany. Hamburg specifically. My mum was born in Frankfurt. So yeah, I'm going to be joining them later on, but I need to write my exams first, unfortunately. So yeah, they have left me in Cape Town to fend for myself and look after the house and the dogs. Luckily, my boyfriend's with me most of the time, so I'm not alone. Then we're going to color correct the little tub of green. Before you ask me why I choose these things, I usually get the cheapest one on the shelf because I just be like that. And then I'm just gonna dot it on the parts that I believe are the most red. I really don't try to put too much of this on me because sometimes I put on so much green by mistake that it shows through all the layers of my makeup. And before y'all come for me for using my finger, I promise you, when I use my beauty blender on the green, it just takes up so much of the color and it doesn't work anymore. So I wash my hands. Don't come for me. Anyways, let's carry on. Another concealer. Wow. Camouflage Essence. This one is a lot darker than the one I used beforehand. So I tend to use this when my face has more color to it. But it's the dead of winter, so it doesn't. I go over this because it is very concealing. So just go over the spots that are green as an extra layer of protection before I put on my concealer. My base or whatever you call it. Foundation. There we go. Because if I just slap on my foundation, I put on a thin layer. And if I have the green right underneath, it shows through a lot of the times as well. So this is just an extra layer to hide that green. Where have I learned these things? They just come to me over time. I have been doing my makeup since I was a little child, like 12, 13. And I loved it. I was part of the whole entire YouTube makeup vlogger era back in 2015 or so. That was my time. The school I went to. Callie, what do you do? Sorry, my dog. If you hear a little pitty patty pause, it's because it comes to say hello. Callie, why are you interrupting the vlogger? Why are you interrupting the vlogger? Look at the stinky rat. So cute. Ah. Anyways, my eyebrows. Make Me Brow Essence. I probably use so much Essence products, it's crazy. Anyways, where was I? So the school I went to was an Anglican school and we did not believe in makeup. So I would come in with a full face of makeup and they would tell me to go wash it off. They called my mother. They're like, this child needs to wash this shit off her face. But I still try to wear mascara. And I noticed I would more likely get away with mascara. So I just stuck with mascara. And since that day, I named myself Laura Mascara because there were barely any days throughout my entire middle school and high school years that I wasn't wearing mascara. Like, I could live without the stuff on my face. Mascara is a must. Because it just puts your face together. Okay, so you might be wondering, Laura, why are those eyebrows so dark? Trust me, it comes together at the end. Have faith in the process, please. Anyways. Now, this is the time we actually spray from the spray bottle. And the reason why I do this is because I want my face to be nice and wet for when I do apply my foundation. Because if I put the foundation, slap that shit on right away, it doesn't spread as nicely in my opinion. So I'm using Yardley. I believe these are the natural ones that are supposed to help if you've got problematic skin. So yeah, don't know how many places still sell this, but all the stuff I get is from Diskim and Clicks. I put on the tiniest amount because I'm scared. I'm scared of it looking too basey and we're going natural today. Anyways, and then the first concealer we used, Wet n Wild, I put a dab of that on there just to lighten it up because otherwise it's going to look too dark on my very white face. When I get more tanned and I'm on holiday, I use this instead. Yes, I mix my concealers and foundations, whatever you call them. Foundations, sorry. Yardley as well. Stunning. Sometimes I mix 3 all together and I don't know, I just find the perfect shade for my face. Blop it on the inside. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I just blend that in. So the reason that I start from the inside, working my way outwards, because if I start outwards, then again, tends to get blotchy on the areas you don't want it, and you don't want it to look like you pressed makeup on your face and there to be harsh lines around your jaw and your hairline, because that's a look that no one wants. So yeah, we're starting on the inside, working my way outside. Anyways, as I was saying, I still need to write my final exams for the semester, which is the reason why I'm still in Cape Town and not overseas with my family. RIP, sad for me. Anyways, but I am going to go join them on the 7th of July, which I'm so excited about. I do miss most of their holiday. They are leaving like a week after I arrive. My dad's leaving a day after I arrive because he has to go and work. But I'm taking my boyfriend Adam with me. And we're not just going to Hamburg because we have an apartment there. We're also going on a couple's trip to Palma de Mallorca in Spain. And I've been there a few times and it's absolutely stunning, beautiful, and I honestly cannot wait to go there because this is gonna be our first trip together overseas, and it's gonna be my first trip together overseas with a boyfriend, alone on an island, Love Island villa vibes, and I am just gonna be living my best life. I already told him I'm gonna pretend like this is our honeymoon, even though we are literally 21 and 22 years of age. It's a honeymoon. That's what I'm gonna say. It's a honeymoon. I'm just so excited. Okay. I just went to go look in the big mirror. Sorry for the jump scare. But it's actually looking so nice, even though I'm doing on this tiny little screen. Oh my gosh. Anyways, we'll go back with the heavy duty stuff and we do one last thin layer on top, because sometimes the foundation is a little bit too wet for my liking, and this is very mattifying, if that's even a word. Always remember to rub it in, rub it in, rub it in on the areas on the outside. We do not want a caked face. We do not want that at all. No, no. Sad, it is gone. This was also Essence lip gloss. Laura, why are you not doing this at the end, you might ask? My lips get really dehydrated when I do my makeup, so I usually just gloss them throughout. And then before you thought it couldn't get any more chaotic enough with all these concealers, we do it again with the Wet n Wild. And I go back over the spots that we greenified, because they still tend to show through quite a lot at the end of this entire process of dabbing and dabbing and dabbing the beauty blender. And this tiny little bit on top seals the deal. They will be gone mostly, and I keep it on a little bit, let it sink in. Now, eyebrows. Laura, yes, thick eyebrows that are just brushed all the way to the top. I use Lash and Brow Essence again. I might as well be promoting Essence at this point. Thank you for all these products. Would die without it. Anyways, so this is a nice little gel, and I gel these bad boys up to the sky to keep them in place. Now we're not going for the caterpillar look, I promise you. I'm just going to let that sink, and at the end I'm going to brush it downwards into the shape I want, but letting this sit for a bit just really holds them in place the entire day. Don't believe me, you just try believe me, I guess, because take my word for it, I promise. Okay, blend in those 2 spots that we did. We don't want those red spots in our lives. No, no. Okay, on to the next part. And the next part is contour. So, story time. I'm really sorry if you don't want a story time about contour, but you're gonna have to listen to it anyways. Basically, I actually get really nice contour, and I forgot what brand I usually buy it from, and I always get it from Douglas in Germany. But when that runs out, it's Dunzo's for me, and then I have to find something else, and it has been Dunzo's for me, and I haven't gone back to Douglas in a while, which is in Germany, and I'm in Cape Town. So I was like, what do I use? Because I do not like wet concealer. I use powder concealer. I don't know, what is your vibe? Let me know, because I want to know what everyone's concealer types are. So I use a bronze and highlight palette from Essence. Again, Essence, I know. And I have been using bronzes as my contour. And you might be like, whoa, 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 do you not look like a sparkly diamond? The answer is no. It actually looks so sun-kissed and glowy. And I just think it looks so cute, because I did that as a last-ditch effort. And I was like, damn, why don't I do this all the time? And now I do it all the time. Anyways, you know the vibes. A little nice angle brush. And just dab, dab, dab it in there. Into these colors, which are meant for bronzing. And I just find my cheekbone. I usually suck in like a fish. So I can find this harsh line, and I go over it. You can't see it, but you will see it just now when I show you bed lighting. Now that I've made the line, I go and I blend upwards from that line while doing a little fishy, sucky face. And then I do a nice circle motion at the top of my cheekbone. And voila. You can't see it, and that's the point. We're going natural. Then we do the other side. So now that we've done the other side, it's time to contour the nose. So I tend to just push it in to make it long as possible, this little brushy. We aren't switching out brushes because we be minimalistic like that. We brush downwards, we make a line, a harsh line. You know, make sure it follows one direction. Underneath and on top. And I know this little button nose technique has been thrown out the window by some people in their routines over the past few years, but it still works for me, and I think it looks really cute, so that's what we're going with. Anyways, then we blend out that line we just made like this, and we're gonna have a snatched, beautiful, tiny little button nose at the end of this. So yeah. Anyways, I do apologize for all the sniffing. Winter gives my allergies a kick in the ass, and you'd be like, Laura, isn't it pollen in summer? Yes, it's also pollen in summer. Basically, allergies year round, unfortunately. And no, you can't forget we're matching the face to the neck, because if your face is bronzed, your body hair must be bronzed, otherwise you're gonna stick out like a tomato. So we just take a little bit, and we rub it into the neck, and then afterwards the jaw. If some of you go straight for the jaw and then the neck, the harshest part of your powder will still be on your brush, and therefore we get the moon effect, which we don't want. We don't want to stick out like the moon, please. The moon emoji would not be very fun for us. Life updates for traveling. All my friends have gone now because their universities are different from mine, and they end at a reasonable time in the year. My friend Smithy, Laura, you've probably seen her before. She's gone to Bali. My friend Chloe, she's gone to Germany, and then she's going to Santa Margherita. I remember that because I tell her I think about margarita pizzas, and then I remember. Highlight time. Same thing. I just use this tiny little highlight corner down here, actually. I usually use such light white highlighter. I usually use a much darker color, but we have the pits at the moment. All of this is like the last I have, and I'm buying new when I go travel. Take a little bit, dab it on the high ends of our cheekbones. I really just try not to do too much, because we do not want to look like a highlighter stick, because that area we left behind, we do not want to return to it. Because my friends are going overseas a lot earlier than me, I'm going to be missing them. But to make up for it, while I'm back in my apartment in Hamburg after Spain, I'm going to be having it by myself with my boyfriend. Our dearest friend Matthew has bought a ticket all the way from Australia to come and stay with us for a week. And then my dearest friend Emma has bought a ticket with her roommate Jack all the way from England to come stay with us too. That's true love. When your best friends take their hard-earned income to come and visit you, that is true love. I really am so happy because we're all going to be together like one big happy family. And I honestly can't wait. Sorry, I'm babbling on. We have to be carrying on with the makeup. I use this palette purely for one thing and one thing only, and I think you can tell by the dent, and it's this little white spot over here. I use this tiny little circle brush, and we do the insides. And I know not everyone still does this, but I do. So I think it just brightens up my eyes. I do blend it in because I don't want to make it look too white. Back when this was really a trend, I literally used white eyeliner and dabbed that shit in there and made myself look like some strange character. We don't know. Anyways, but don't judge if you still do that. I think it looks super cute, but it's not for me anymore. Bridge on my nose, you might be like, Laura, why are you making it white? Because I think it just creates a layer before I put on some more highlighter there. Then we use this nice little flat brush. Same color, obviously. And we go and do it into the arch of the eyebrows. Oh, don't use too much though. So we're shaping it. Oh my god, rip to the area where we used to shape our entire eyebrows with the whitest cokey marker all the way around. That was hectically funny. Oh gosh, remember that. We use the same brush, same color. And please do tell me who showed this to the dearest internet, but I forgot his name. This is this very famous male makeup artist. And I saw him make a TikTok of this, and I was like, I'm doing that, and I still do it from now on. We take a little bit, and we go over here. Just a line from underneath your eye, and you blend that in. And apparently, it just gives you this nice lift, and I do this. I'm gonna do 2 layers after I do my mascara. I do another one. I just think it lifts up your face so much and makes you look less tired, and that's what we want in life. We do not want to look like tired rats. And I say that in an endearing way. I call my friends rats. If you're a rat to me or a skunk, you are in my deepest, truest heart. Now we get to the part that I hate the most because it takes the most time. Mascara. For Laura mascara. I usually use... Okay, my mascara changes throughout my lifetime. It is still always Essence, and I put on 2 layers. I use a thin one like this. I really don't use the same one all the time. It was always just thin and thick. Thin to start off with. Get that first layer on there. Then we go in with some thicky bad boys. Sorry, one of these. That's the one I want. Which one of you is still working? This one. And then I get a thick one and I go over it on top of that to make those already thin lashes thicker. And you might be like, Laura, does that make a difference? It does to me, so you'll see now. 1 layer and mascara hand later, we do the second layer. And that's 2 layers done. You and I both know. We use the Q-tip. Wow. And I don't curl my lashes, but I do press them up with a spoolie right at the end. We do the lippy. This is the one nicer thing I have, which is Bobbi Brown. I love any color that is like this. Purplish, pinkish, mauve. I don't know, you tell me. Anyways, do a nice layer around. Stunning, sexy, and cool. I do line my lips with pencil, but because this has been chaotic, it will continue to be chaotic. How many times does this happen? All the flippin' time. I don't have a sharpener. I ran out. I could cry. No, it's okay. Essence, of course, as always. I'm gonna try and rub this shit onto my face to see if I can get any of it off. Just to show you how it would go if it does work. I try to line it at the top. Obviously, I overline. I overline at the top, and then I line correctly, leading to the bottom of my lips there. I feel like I can get away with overlining at the top, but if I overline around here, it looks a bit funny. Obviously, under the lip here, overline, and then line correctly to the end. It looks very funny right now. Promise it won't in a second. And then I usually go into the corners and lightly on both sides just to get that little, you know. Anyways, wow, that bitch is overlined. Promise you'll come together. So next, let's think. One more spray for good measure. Ba-dum-ba. Ooh, ooh. And now it's time to fix those eyebrows with the spoolie. What is your favorite makeup product? Because mine's a spoolie, and I cannot live without a spoolie. I'll have one of these on hand everywhere I go, in my purse, in my pocket, anything. I go out sometimes. Well, like, I don't really go clubbing anymore. I'll tell you about that now. But I used to go around with my ID, my cash, and a spoolie. That's all you need, I promise. So now we're actually going to brush out these caterpillars into the shape that we like. So up, and then at the ends, I obviously like to make a downward shape. And the top, I just brush down very slightly. So out, brush downwards, top very slightly. And that is how I shape my brows to the way that I think suits my face the best. Anyways, and then I take the same spoolie and I push up on my eyelids and my eyelashes just to curl them. I don't like an eyelash curler. They freak me out still. Don't judge me, please. But I feel like my lashes are naturally quite long anyways. Blessed. My boyfriends are longer still though. Why does that always happen? I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, I used to go out a lot in high school. A lot. In fact, I was a crazy stupid party goer 3 times a week in high school. And condone underage illegal activities. I'm gonna put that out there right now. But in South Africa, you know that you start young, and that's just the way it is here. So legal drinking age is 18, and in Germany the legal, there goes my spoolie, in Germany legal drinking age is 16, so you better believe you start very young on them alcohols. Anyways, I do love me some cocktails still, don't you worry. Some cocktails and wine, it's my favorite. But yeah, I kind of, after all those years, went to university, and it just hit me like a train. I was just done with drawing and partying. I still do. I don't do it as often as anymore. And I like it that way because I prefer going out for drinks and sitting and chatting. But don't worry, I love a good draw too. But just not as much anymore. We go back with the dark concealer and we just dab here and here. And the reason why is because we're just going to go one more time over these under eye bags and then bring it into the eyes. Because as you can see, like, I don't know, the mascara usually rubs off a little bit of the makeup, so it doesn't look as cohesive anymore. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry I went on that whole spiel about alcohol and going out. But yeah, that's just my vibe. And yeah, I've also been more of an endurance drinker. Like, even when I went out when I was younger, and when you're younger, all your friends and people, when you're young, you just want to get smashed. And I would be there ordering the most bougie ass cocktail for 1,000 million times more than my friends are paying, because that's just the way I am. Because before the eyelids, you leave your cross there. Eyeliner. This is the final step. I do my eyeliner in 1 second. I bring it in a little bit from here outwards, and that's that. I did in 2 seconds, but I can't do it on this little camera screen, so I'll be back in 1 second. And I'm back. There's the lines done. I use Essence, of course. I use the pens because I can't deal with the pencils. I really can't. I used to pencil in underneath here at the tops. I do that when I go out. So nighttime look, pencil in, and I also do the cat eye. Obviously do some more crazy eyeshadow, but this is day to day. Here's just closer so you can see. So yeah. Why did that feel so cringe? I don't know. You tell me. Like I said, we do one more lifty with the white. And we do one more gloss on the lips, and then we're done with the look. Oh my gosh, that is my day to day. So this used to take me an hour to do day to day. I know, shock horror. Not even eyeshadow, for God's sake, Lara, you are crazy. But I brought it down to 45 minutes, half an hour, 20 minutes. And if I rush, I can do this usually in 15 minutes, but usually 15 to 20 is the normal range. And I do on a gloss. So yeah. Ta-da! We are done. Excuse my rambling. I like to speak a lot, but I hope you learned something new. And yes, I will now show you in different lighting and also take my hair down. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Conceal one more time right at the end. How could I forget that? I'm so sorry, guys. Done. Boom. Okay, let's show you. there's the hair down. So as you can see, I straighten my curls, and you'll be like, Laura, this is not straightened hair. I'm really sorry, but unfortunately my hair is just so curly, it doesn't straighten all the way unless a professional does it for me. So we just end up with this wavy look, and in my opinion, I really enjoy it. So yeah. Here's one more quick look in the big mirror. And here's the look in the other big mirror. Natural lighting. So yeah, day to day. It's done. It's finished. So yeah, thank you for watching, guys. I appreciate you and you and you, my 3 friends that watch this. It's a few hours into wearing the makeup, and I just wanted to show you how well this holds up. So for the 1000th time, bye guys, and I will see you very soon. Bye.